The graph below is the function f of x. The graph below is the function f of x. They ask us to find the limit as x approaches 2, and this negative symbol right there means coming from the left. So if we're following the graph coming from the left side, and we're looking at the values very close to 2, like 1.99, 1.98, 1.9, but slightly below 2. And we're asking ourselves, what are those values approaching? And so it's the limit of the function as x approaches 2 from the left. That's what this means. So, and the limit is always the height of the function. So as we're approaching 2 from the left, the height of the function is approaching a height of 3. So that answer is 3. The next problem says, find the limit as x approaches 2, and this is a positive number comes after the 2, and that means as we approach it from the right. So as we come this direction, what is the height of the function approaching as we get really, really close to 2? And that is 3 as well. So it's a little bit of a trick question here. Now, this last question asks, find the limit as x approaches 2. And this really means if this does exist, it requires both coming from the left and coming from the right to be the same number, which they are. So this is saying, hey, if I come from any direction, as I approach 2, the function will approach 3. And yes, it does approach 3 because if we come from the left, it approaches 3. It comes from the right, it approaches 3. So therefore, no matter which way we approach it, the limit as we approach 2 will be 3. If we've seen examples in the homework where the left limit and a right limit did not match, like one was 3 and one was 4, then we would say the last one here, I mean, if this one was 3 and that one was 4, we would say the last one does not exist because these two have to be equal in order for this one to exist.